Hi, this is Johnny Liu. Today's video, I'm going to show you what two software you need to install first. One is called Mini Apps Fastboot. You need to install this on your PC, and then you need to uh, download this drive. Okay, and this file location is at the I think I put it on the very bottom. I'll put that in the description where you download it. This thing is right here. Somewhere over here. Here you go. This is the link, and this is a file you're going to execute. Okay, so you need to download this, and I'll put this on the description. Let me put a highlight here, put a dot here, so I'll remember I need to copy that in the description. All right, I put a dot on it so it's easier for me to read this, because if this was Microsoft Word, I could just make this darker so I could see better. But since there's so much writing on it, so all right, first thing, if this is already installed, so when you install it, it put you into a directory called C drive. So once you go to C prompt, you want to go to program file x86. Then you're gonna look for the mini ADB uh, fastboot. Okay. So in here, you're going to execute a file called user. So I'm gonna do type again, and we're gonna look for a file called command here. Okay. So I'm gonna double click on this, and so you type all your command here. All right, and there's something I want to show you. There's another this program that once you install this program, it will create this little show icon right here. But you have to install number one first. You have to install this one first before, otherwise this one will not work. So once you got this installed, you create icon. You double click on it. Now this is a shareware, so it will time out every time. So if it does time out, what you do is just turn it off. Okay. So you want to put a check on the keyboard and mouse, all device, so that your mouse everything will work. All right. So it's trying to detect your system. Once it's detected, you're able to click on the view command, and then you could actually see the Namco Museum. Okay. So it's still trying to see it, so it doesn't see it yet. Okay, so what we're gonna do, the reason I haven't seen it because we have to start this command. So we're gonna run this command by doing copy and then right click and then press enter. So you gotta start the server. So successful the started. Okay, then the next one we want to see what's the device, and I prefer using this one because it will give you a more detailed information of your product. Okay, list of the device is not listed. Let's try again. List of device not attached. So it's still not seeing the device. All right, let me make sure that connection is plugged in. Let me unplug it and plug it back in, see if it helps. It's not making the connecting sound. Okay, it's already installed, so it's not going to tell you that it's installed again. Okay, turned out it was the cable that was giving me problems, so I have to connect direct cable into it. So if you was to view this now, you're able to see the same screen. See that? So I could select the game that I want to play and pretty much play it. Or I could use the joystick and move it around. So I'm actually seeing the screen. So the mouse function is you could use this to run the mouse function. Okay, for the but today purpose is to show you how to back it up. I still do not know how to put this in the I do right click, left click. I cannot get to the setting where I could change it to a debug USB debug mode. So that's the biggest problem I'm having right now. I'm not able to get out. Okay. Anyway, let's minimize this. Once you go to sleep mode, you just have to do just close this out again, and then restart this again, and you will refresh the screen. Okay. So now if we click that command, type that command -L, it will tell you what you have. Okay. So it does recognize it. It's not unknown device. It recognizes the device to give you the exact name. So if those of you are more familiar with it or want to try to help me see if we could hack this together, I need some of you guys who understand Android, maybe find a way to use the command line in ADB. And I watched some video where you have to create some kind of key, but this is not a Samsung phone, so I don't know where to get the license ID or whatever. So maybe somebody or I could try to Google this, Google search, and see if I could find this particular model key, because you have to create a way to do this so that when you run the command using ADB, you could unlock it. I mean, not unlock it, but turn it. I mean, turn on the debug mode, USB debug mode. So in order for you to do any kind of modification or change to the Android, this is an Android device. Okay, so the next thing what we're going to do is let's continue on, and I want to show you how to back up this, because those of you who have DataEast might want to do this. I might do a video on the backing up the DataEast, that 34 in 1, so that way that and everybody have a copy of the backup, because when we hack it, we just know how to do one-way backup, but we don't understand it. So today I'm going to explain to you, and then you could do a backup yourself, and you will understand how to do it for the new device. The one is already hacked, you don't have it. So once I back it up, I'll probably post it on the internet so you could download it, so you will have a backup copy in case you want to put it back to the original. Okay, so once we do that, the next step to do is going to scroll all the way down here. This is just telling you this is a USB setup. It's to help you mount your SD card. In order for this to work, now I already downloaded it, installed it. In order for this to work, I have to go into the file manager program, which I also installed, and I had to get out this launcher, and this launcher is called a game launcher. I need to get out of the game launcher and go to uh, Nova launcher, and then able to enable this using the total command apps, so that the SD card, all your ROM and everything, you were able to see it, then you could play your game. Okay, so this hack is kind of almost there, but I'm still running into issue. So I want to give you guys an update. Those of you who are more familiar with root your Android phone might able to take this and understand it better, and maybe able to help us to figure this out, because I never root the Android phone. I don't call it root, but I jailbreak iPhone. So I understand iPhone, but I don't understand Android, because I don't own an Android phone, and so I never really spend time uh try to hack it. Okay, so we're going to list the package what already installed. Now you're going to see mine is going to be more than what yours going to show because I install a lot of stuff in it. Okay, all the stuff I have installed. Now you might say, wow, you got bigger list than I do, because I already installed like Nintendo DS, I installed the NES emulator, I installed Mega Drive emulator, I installed. Now this one is something new that I want to back it up. This come with a system. This came with a system. This one is not. This is something I installed it. I think it's the browser or something. Game launcher is the one that we need. Okay, that we need to back it up into. Now they tell us to back it up, but they back it up into the system folder. That to me is useless. I want to be able to take it out and put it into my computer. In case I need it, I have a physical copy. So we're going to try to back up the physical game launcher. And this is, I think, this one I'm not sure if it came with it or not. But this one is something I installed it. Nintendo 64. This is the total command that helps your USB. Now you need the two other files to make it work, but that's the main program. Nintendo 64 is I already installed it, the emulator. This is the program that need to be installed, but I think the VIS automatically install it when you plug it in. So this is the program that we use right here down here with that little funny eye that could view this system. And then Super Nintendo, and then I tried. This is the Nova launcher, but when you launch it, it created this, and I remove it. Now I'm having problem trying to get it to work again because apparently it is not working no more. I think I totally remove it, and then now it's giving me problem. Here's another game launcher. I think this is the main one. The other one is without the S. One's without the S and one's with S. So we're gonna back up both of them. Anyway, I don't want to go through all this. This is all the stuff that I have installed. Let's go ahead and start backing this up. So we know the package, we know the physical name. So what we're going to do is we want to know where the physical directory is, okay? Because we want to back it up into our, okay, this is what you're going to get. That's all you're going to see on your system. Mine is a big list. You're going to see this launcher, the defend container, and then this one, and then input device, and then game launcher, and then this one. This is what you're going to see when you run this command the first time. Okay, now we're going to go down, and we are going to see where the path is to know where the physical location of this game, because right now it doesn't tell you where the game is at. I mean, where this game, the APK program is at. So we're going to run this program by copy and paste. I'm going to copy this, and we're going to paste it. Okay, this will tell us where this program is and what's the physical name is actually called. Okay, the physical name is actually called the game launcher dash debug dot apk. So that is the physical name and is located in the system apps in this location. Okay, and this other one, if we run this other one without the S right here, this is the file name called 0.apk. Okay, so I don't know which one. I'm gonna go ahead and copy both of them to my hard drive. Now to do this, the command that they do is there's a shell command. Okay, I want to show you the shell command right here, so you understand where this physical file is at. So we're gonna do DAT. Let me move my stuff over so I could type. And in this directory prompt, if you type ls, it lists all the folder. Okay, and we want to go into a folder called system, because that's where the file is at. This one is called a system vendor, and this one is called a system apps. So we need to go to different location. Okay, so system apps, we're going to go cd type system. Okay, then we're going to do ls. Okay, we still have a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to go app, We're going to do ls again, and there's that file right there. This is the physical file. Because when I first did the backup, I told it to back it up, but it back it up into this directory. And the way you back it up is you type in you type in this command. Okay, so first you find the directory, and then you type in this command. Oh, you don't do it over here. So let's just go ahead and exit out. Okay, and then you're going to copy this command. Well, this command is a pull command. It's saying I want you to pull this file, okay, and then save it. And it's going to save it into the same location to APK, okay. But it does not put it in any location. It just pulled it out. So what I'm going to do one step further is let me just show you what it looked like first. It says successful completed. One file is pulled. So this is a file it had pulled. Okay. Now I don't know. You need to do this first before you do this second step. If you could try to skip this step here and then do this over here. What I did is I told it to put it on my C drive instead. The same location I'm running this command. But since this have a space between the program file and the x86, I put the double quote. The command will work with the double quote, quote, if there's a space between it. You don't have to change the folder name or the file name into no space. In the beginning, when I did the DataEast, I followed Glenn's video, and Glenn suggests you make this to no space so it will work. But until now, I find out if you put the double quote, it will work without renaming the physical file location or the directory. So let's see if this file go there. First, we're gonna go into my C drive program and check to see if I have that file there. The file I'm looking for is called game. Right now I only have Game Boy, Game Organizer, but I don't have that file called game debug. Okay, as you can see, if I keep on pressing G, those are only 4 files that I have. See that I keep on going back and forth because I'm pressing the G button in my keyboard. Okay, so those are only files that I have. So let's see if this works. If not, I'm just going to put it directly to C drive, and then we're going to copy from C drive to this location. Okay. All right. So let's press enter. Let's make this longer so you can see the whole path without the. Okay. This is the path that I put in. Okay. Let's press enter. See if it works. All right. It says successfully completed. You pull and put it into this location, which is you want all your program in this folder so you can run it without running into a problem. Now we are going to sort by name again, and we're going to see if that file is over here. I don't seem to see it. Let's see what happened. Press G. It's called game. Oh, cancel. G. Nope, just those 4 files. Okay, so let's do this. Instead of doing that, we are going to delete all this and just tell it to put on a C drive, just to be safe. Because this is the first time I'm doing this, so I don't know. I don't see it. Okay, let's see if it pull it into my hard drive. Can I create a folder to call C:? Okay, how about if we do C uppercase? Okay, and this idea failed. I tried to. I mean, the command is correct. Based on what I did is correct. because it says successful. But the problem is this is not in the debug mode, USB debug mode. So in Android, you had to be in debug mode because right now I'm just trying to copy something to the system app directory. I think you could do something with SD card, but you cannot touch the system apps because I tried to copy Nova launcher to the system app directory. For example, just retype that. Okay, I try to push a C file called Nova launcher to the system apps. Okay, let me go ahead and clear the screen because right now I got so much stuff on it. Okay, so I type this command right here, and it's telling me I don't have it's only read only. See, remote read only file system, and so 0 file push to this location. So error file to copy, and the reason is because is read only. So this is the problem I'm having is I cannot put this on a debug mode, and so I cannot hack the Namco Museum. The DataEast I could because I could put on debug mode, but this one they disable the mouse button and disable the USB. So I don't know how to. I mean, the USB plug behind the system that plug into the power, it does work. You plug it into PC and PC see it. But problem is I cannot able to set it to USB debug mode. And by not able to do that, I can install a whole bunch of stuff like you see, and I won't able to run it with that package list. I install all this in there and I can use any of them because I can run them without this being a debug mode. So that's my biggest problem right now is I'm stuck with this. Okay, I could install this one, for example. I could install the ADB, install a different launcher. I download one called Lollipop. I don't want to type error. So let me just copy the physical name, Control C, copy, and then here I just do a right click on the mouse, and it will come out and press enter. Well, now it's going to get an error. Oh no, this one I won't because I haven't installed it yet. So successful. Okay, so I install a Lollipop. I could install the TV launcher. Uh, problem with TV launcher is I don't think it work. Okay, let's install that one, 3.1 version. So ADB install, and then right click, press enter, and it's gonna install. Okay. Now the Nova launcher, if I try to install that one, it say I already installed it already, and I cannot reinstall it. So let's type in NOV. That's the old one. This is the new one, and there's another one. It's the latest one, but it's too new. It won't let me run it. Okay, so copy that, and now it said that I already see it failed because it already exists. I already installed that. And then if you want to do help, you type ADB. It give you all the ADB. Just enter and give you all this help. And what I did is I did an uninstall on the uninstall -K. Remove this app package from the device. Keep the data and cache directory. So some reason when I did the DK, it won't let me install the package back in. So let's look at uninstall and let me try to see if I can install this back in because I can't install the Nova launcher anymore after I did that command. So to uninstall it, you have to know. Remember when we typed that command right there? Let me go this command called the package list, the shell pm list package. It give you the list, and that one is actually called. It's not lollipop launcher. It's actually called this one. Okay, and that's the Nova uh Nova launcher. So I'm gonna do adb uninstall this one. Okay, successful uninstall. And then I want to reinstall it, but let me try to install it with some different command. Let me see. Replace the existing application, allow the test package, install application on the SD card, allow version code downgrade, particular application install, grant or runtime permission. So let's do G. Okay. Let's try to do G and see if that will make any difference. Okay, so we're going to do adb install -G, and the package is called Nova Launcher. Let me get the name again. Okay, press enter, and it should let me install it this time. Error. One file push, blah blah blah. Okay, well let's try to install it without it then. See. Okay, successful. Now we're gonna do reboot. So we go adb reboot. Okay, so once this system is rebooted, we're going to open this program here, and she said no device found yet. So once it come back, see it now. So we could view it, and then we could see they're gonna be like couple, maybe like 3. But the problem, even with the mouse function added to the system, you haven't boot up yet. That's why I cannot view it yet. Yeah, wait till it go to the main screen. Okay, it show up 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but the problem is I cannot access it because this is not in the debug mode. So if I click Nova Launcher, always, doesn't matter, always, just once. Okay, do next. Alright. Okay, next. See, it kicked me back out. Pissed me off. It looked like it's going to work, but then now it doesn't work no more. This is the type of problem I'm having. I'm trying to explain to one of the viewers telling me, why don't you just reinstall it? I try to reinstall it, but I cannot get it to, even we do it just once. Once you do it one time, it kick you back out. You can't go back to it no more. See, it won't let you go back to it. Make sure you only click it once. If you click too much, then you run into problem. See, if I could just get to this one, it'd be great. Either one, doesn't matter. Any one. This one doesn't even load up. Now this one load up, but it's funny is that it gave me a black screen and I don't know what to do with it. So let me show you what this one does. This one gave me welcome. Click next or click next, next, section, next, title sharing, either skip or exit. So I'm gonna do skip, okay, and then you say enjoy, it's done. Then you click, see if we click skip, what would that do? Either way, it's giving me this. And the problem with this one is it's going to sleep mode. When you have this sleep mode, you can't do anything with the mouse. It wants you to purchase it, and we can't purchase it because it's not connected to the internet. So see, and then you can't touch it. So what I do is I just turn this off again and turn this off, and then go back into it. So this is the type of problem I'm running into. Is I'm come very close to it. I know this area about what I'm doing over here ADB, but I don't know much enough. Uh, I understand about the backup and stuff, and I'm trying to transfer it out. But problem is you cannot do anything without the debug mode activated. That stupid thing is still on sleep mode. I don't know if I turn it off will work because my screen still shows that stupid eye. See, it's still showing this. And I guess it at certain, okay. And when I click on it, I use the arrow key and I press enter, and then it gave me this other button right here, and I press down, up, down, enter. Okay, it's not letting me select any like special program, and it kicked me out. So, all right, kick me out again. And part of the reason it's doing that is because this is not in the USB debug mode. And there's no easy way to go about getting the debug mode using the ADB. See, now it's still in this screen. Now ATV launcher, or did I just choose ATV launcher? I think I just did. Okay. I use the keyboard to go to that area, and then I press enter, nothing happened. If I could just add like a setting setup, then I could go in and modify the setting, put in a debug mode or something, and then that'll be great. But apparently that doesn't seem to work. Oh yeah, just one icon. All right, so if any of you guys are understanding about the Android, how to turn on the USB debug mode, please let me know because I don't know how to do it. And I look at all the video, it's all talk about Android's phone, nothing talk about this thing here. So I don't know what to do with it. So my conclusion for right now is I cannot hack it. I don't know how to hack it. I do not know what to do. Okay, we got the mouse to work, but problem is this is not in the debug mode. Now, let me see if I could, let me close this out again. Let me try to see if I get to that screen, instead of choosing next, if I do a right click, can I put that into a debug mode? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm starting a program, but I want to right click it and to see if I could put it in a debug mode without going into the setup. Because remember DataEast, that's what we did. We did a right click. There's no right click option here. There's no right click where I could exit out and put it in a debug mode. No. Setting doesn't do nothing. So I cannot do right click on the mouse. Put this in the debug mode. So maybe a control key could do it. Control C, control D, control F, Shift F, Control F, Control Z, enter, just give you this here. F1, F2, F3, F4. What the? F4, it kicked my window. What's going on? Cancel. What is this program? I just closed something else. Yeah. And why did I click that again? Stupid me. Okay. So I'm trying to see if there's a function, a keystroke that will allow me to maybe put me into a setting, like, and I went to stupid sleep mode again. All right, I'm going to end this video like this. And until I have better result. I I did this all day, not yesterday, but day before yesterday till 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't figure out what to do. So today, I took a day rest, and then next day today I actually look at the video and try to search for an answer from YouTube. But YouTube, I didn't get nowhere. Maybe I'll do a Google search. Maybe Google search will give me a better answer than YouTube, because YouTube, somebody have to do a video about it, and if nobody did a video, you're not gonna find it. So, but Google search, maybe I could search the CD key, and maybe I could find a way to hack this. Now, do a right click, and then we'll come back here. So this one did work because now it's booting up to this. Okay, but let me see if I do a reboot here. ADB, will it still boot up to that one? I doubt it. I think it'll go back to the screen option again. Let me boot up to the screen option again and see if I could do a right click. Right now it's rebooting, so you get this sad face. Okay, so that means the sound means is recognizing it, it's coming. Alright, it time out because it's still booting up. Okay, getting back to the main screen again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try this one again. Always. Maybe I should use the keyboard instead of mouse. See if no. Yep, it's not doing it. It's not launching for me. Yeah, so it's not working at all. So only one that allowed me to go into it was TV launcher and game launcher. But the other two, this one looked like it's almost going to do it, but didn't do it. So, and now it doesn't even do it at all. So we could click game launcher. Ooh, 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 you saw that? It came. Let's try again. Shoot. So yeah, I'm stuck like this, so I can't go further. I mean, you could install a whole bunch of stuff, but probably you just cannot change the launcher without putting it into a debug mode. Alright, that's my end of the conclusion of this. I'll put all the information on the description, and you guys hopefully make sense to y'all, and we could, not this one, where I get all the file, where I get everything. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna fit all this because they had limited how how much you could put on here. So I'll put most of the link where you could get it. Alright, hopefully this helped you guys. Maybe you could find a better way or find something. I wish Glenn would come in and step in and try to do this because he's expert with this. He's the one who hacked the DataEast. But apparently, maybe more people asked him, maybe he will step in because apparently he's not doing anything with this. He said he will, but I don't know what. Maybe he's busy with something, or maybe the situation he's trying to keep his family safe first. So I understand. So anyway, talk to you later. Okay.